28 days, 6 hours, 42 minutes, 12 seconds. That is when the world will...
Now I remember why I hated going to the fair. The fishing rod is clearly rigged.
Hey, kid. Try your luck at the mechanical fish ride. Playing is simple. You must reel in any of the fish in the tank. Nothing easier, right?
Even if my social life isn't as active as before, I don't think I should squander it completely. It's been slung directly into the oven. Eventually, you end up like sweet and sour pork. Putting a bunch of worms in my body is not among the best ideas you've ever had. I don't think those two would be particularly enthusiastic about it. Why do you drink all that tea?
I only sleep 14 minutes a day, which leaves me a lot of time to work.
Egon, tell him about the Twinkie.
It's gone. It fell into the tea while I was dipping it.
I mean the big one.
That's classified information. You know that. You should really stop drinking for the night, before all this caffeine pushes me beyond the capacity for rational thought, too.
Don't have too much fun up there, old pal. I prefer to let him focus on his beer pong. I have nothing so important to ask to interrupt him. After all, I stopped believing in him a long time ago. Never wake a Mexican guy from his siesta. Never. I remind you that the single time she spoke, she burned up an entire lab. Still sure you want to talk to her?
Check this out. We have guests. Let me welcome you to my little gloomy abode.
For you, author of this video game, from now on you can count on my unconditional hate. Nice to meet you.
My pleasure, believe me.
Absolutely not. Among us nerds, there's a code of honor. I finally found something to give you for your next birthday. Boogie, let's hypothetically accept that I get closer to the shadow.
Yes?
Well, should I be afraid for my safety?
Not at all. I will gladly take care of your soul.
Thanks for reassuring me. Better leave it alone. Obviously, with a safety helmet like this one, doing wheelies on a motorbike would look very cool. But first, let me take a selfie. I'm running out of ideas. I don't follow. I don't understand how on... I don't follow. It's not a flashlight. Nope. Can you be more specific? I don't understand how on earth... It won't work. Everyone has a good plan. Definitely unlikely.
Ha 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 ha! 28 days, 6 hours, 40...
Be quiet, or my husband will hear us.
Cracker. Cracker. Come on, stupid bird, repeat it. Cracker!
You brainless moron biped, my intellectual capacities are way superior to yours.
What did you say?
Cracker!
I don't want my sweater stained by puke, thanks.
Stuff?
He doesn't look particularly good.
I love when you do that thing to me.
Express Courier, 24 hours, 7 days a week. 0084588901. All packages must be impact-proof, water repellent, and the contents must be clearly indicated outside the box. I could pack up the wardrobe and ship myself to Ronald's new house. Rocco's Hotline, 806969. Hot, naughty, courteous. Cave Johnson's Shower Curtains, 206-002-456. I hope at least these are not a lie. I don't see any record.
Be quiet, or my husband
Let's leave
will
his
hear
symbol
us.
of glory alone.
Cuddle me, hot stuff. I love when you do that thing to me. Hurry! In the closet!
I may have removed the tie from the doorknob, but the fact of the matter doesn't change.
Damn! I'm out again!
Next player, please. I'm tired of this one. These are the moments I resent not having a bladder anymore. Are you kidding me? You've seen too many Lupin the Third episodes. Okay, that is definitely not a good idea. Listen, friend, in this video game, there isn't room for two skeletons. Don't say a word or I'll make you regret being dead, okay? Good boy. Would you be so kind not to eat me?
Be quiet, or my husband will hear us.
Can I come in?
Go away!
Ronald gets mad when I knock on the door while he's in the bath too. I don't know why everyone got so crabby.
I love when you do that thing to me.
Listen to me. I will never put junk like this in my ribcage.
Hurry! In the closet!
28 days, 6 hours, 42 minutes, 12 seconds. That is when the world will end.
Hey, two. Do you know what's round, soft, and juicy?
A tomato?
No, stupid. A nice child.
How many times have I got to tell you? I'm done eating children. I'm a fruitarian now.
And what the hell does that mean?
I only feed on fruit, and just the ones that fall from trees to the ground.
You won't last more than a week.
You'll see.
You're really the black sheep of our family.
It's best not to get involved in certain private business. It's best not to get involved. So many possible spoilers, I wouldn't even know where to start. I don't want any LV from you. I'm an acid guy. Ah, love, captured forever in undying memory. At least until they cut down the tree.
Dude, don't be sad. Actually, I get your life choice perfectly.
Really?
I eat only children too. Just the ones that fall into my mouth.
I would have exterminated whole hordes of you to shoot down your 300-point spaceship. It's always a pleasure to see you. It's always a pleasure to see you. Just because we're in an adventure game, that doesn't mean you get to bother whoever's around. Is this your time machine?
Yes, but it is still an experimental prototype.
The usual excuse is to say it doesn't work.
It'll work. Just watch and see. And finally, everybody will stop saying that I'm just a crazy, stutterer, anemic guy.
But you're not anemic.
That's what I keep saying myself.
What are those bloodstains you have on you?
Oh, not a big deal. A little accident while I was working on a different project.
How many did you kill till now?
Don't be silly. I conduct experiments on dead bodies.
Dead bodies that were alive before, by any chance?
If there's really shortage of raw material, those too.
You seem to be pretty eager. What are you waiting for?
I ordered a new carburetor online. The old one was damaged during my previous attempt. And it still hasn't arrived yet. They'll get an earful from me at the customer service of thatcrazyScience.com.
You can really find everything on the internet these days.
You can't even imagine. People are really out of their minds.
I'll come back later. See you then. Sure. Those seals are quite self-explanatory. Why should I? Why should I? Can't you see it's stuck in the thorns? I obviously can't take that away from him. I prefer not to risk finding a snake under my sweater. I really don't know what to say. It's a child's dream coming true. This reminds me of the famous 1947 accident, but I'm not a US government agent. I wouldn't really know where to start. FBI. Walters. Finally, some really Who exactly are you?
I'm Pat, the wicked conscience of this little miserable man. He kept me dormant inside him for years without listening to me. But you know, when you insist on suppressing every frustration, you're inevitably destined to blow up sooner or later. And so now, I am in charge.
Who exactly are you?
I'm Pat, the wicked conscience of this little miserable man. He kept me dormant inside him for years without listening to me. But you know, when you insist on suppressing every frustration, you're inevitably destined to blow up sooner or later. And so now, I am in charge.
Why does he have those wounds on his back?
Soul possession brings some severely violent consequences with it. Let's just say that whoever suffers from it momentarily loses his senses and in the end turns to self-harm. And in case he survives, his mind comes under my control, as you must have noticed by now.
What are you guys doing?
We happen to have a scam underway. A big scam. We couldn't stand our demeaning and not at all gratifying job as office workers anymore. So we spent all our savings to buy this cave that we accidentally dated back to the Neolithic, complete with cave paintings.
You're really an evil mastermind, no doubt about it.
You mean we are really evil?
The cave painting idea might be set aside.
What do you mean?
Look for yourself to my right.
I'll be darned. This will be worth a lot of money. Neolithic my foot. Come on, let's go. We've got work to do.
I prefer not to risk finding a snake under my sweater. It's surely more fun to do. I prefer not to risk finding a snake under my sweater. Knowing Benjamin Franklin is watching. Your usual char. Don't think you can put everything that pops into your head inside my ribcage. Guess someone will need some property renovations. If there's anyone alive.
Days, 6 hours.
It's already loaded. batteries are almost dead, but I should be able to use it, at least for a little while. The batteries are almost dead, but I should be able to use it, at least for a little while. It won't work.
Mm. 28 28 days, 6 hours.
Can you be more specific? You are aware that this request makes no sense at all, right? Definitely unlikely. Wake up, old man!
You needn't shout like that.
You're right. Excuse me.
I forgive you.
Listen, could you maybe sew some of this hair on the head of this doll?
An unusual request, but I perceive no reason not to indulge you. Give it to me.